If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear.
Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers, and welcome to another video. So, we're running out of water, apparently. And it has nothing to do with the massive increase of people using the water system that was designed in the Victorian era, and the fact that we haven't built any lakes or reservoirs to compensate for this, so we have no water reserves. Not the fact that we could actually invest a bit of money, selling in carbon capture, maybe into desalination plants, so we could take water from the sea that surrounds the entire island that we live on. No, none of that. We're just running out of water. And the solution is, well, of course, the solution is always, instead of doing something to improve the situation, what we'll do is we'll just tax people over it. So they are proposing a bathroom tax. So, I mean, literally, you could technically get charged per flush of your toilet. I mean, technically you do if you're on a water meter, but this is just for everybody else. So when we think the government's taking the piss, not only are they going to be taking the piss, they want to charge us for the privilege of them taking the piss. What they want to do is they want to charge you more money if you use more water. So that's nice and fair. So if you've got a big family, you've got to pay more for the water. In reality, I actually pay more for my water than somebody in a smaller house or a lesser rateable value, even though the water comes down the same pipes from the same place. I have to pay more because my house is worth more. But now they want to do it so it's when you use the water. So if you have a big family, you've got to pay a lot more. If you haven't got a large family, you haven't got to pay as much. I mean, which kind of sounds like they're going to put you all of us, force us all onto water meters, which is vastly unfair for those people with large families. It's also vastly unfair for companies that use a lot of water. They also want to, and the little clippings there to back it up, they also want to have, and of course the suppliers are all on board with this because it makes them more money, is we can have a summer tariff and a winter tariff. So in the summer, it'll cost you a lot more to use water than it will in the winter. They literally hate us. I mean, the fact that they're going to start running out of things to tax is beyond comprehension. I mean, we are, as I said before in a previous video, currently at the same taxation level we were on the 6th of June 1944, when we've been involved for the last 4 years in a world war, and we're still raging a world war now. They had the same tax burden as we did. There was a lot less of people then, of course, and contrary to common belief, we weren't really built on immigration then. In fact, let's be brutally honest, all the weapons that were made weren't made by immigrants. But I digest, or even divulge or divert, or any other word that begins with D. So they want to charge us for more water. Now, technically, you wouldn't be too bad if they were investing that money in providing you more water, better water. But the fact that like billions of gallons of water leaks out all over the place because they don't want to spend the money, because they'd rather keep it for their own back pockets, is neither here nor there. The fact that we're allowing millions and millions of people to just move into this country is absolutely fine on an infrastructure that wasn't built to cope with that many amount of people. But of course, let's not solve that problem. Let's not address that problem. Let's just use it as another excuse to tax people into oblivion. It won't affect many of the third world immigrants that we have, as we have plenty of video evidence of them just having a shit in the middle of the street. Because why would you want to use the toilet when it costs you such a lot of money? It literally is getting beyond the joke, isn't it? And there's more to come, believe it or not, because come October, a lot of these people who are still trying to sit there smugly thinking everything is great, the tax rises are coming. It's inevitable. This country will be bankrupt by the end of the year, and we will be the third world shithole that they've been importing all along. Any case, the 2 videos coming up at the end of this one. One will be the last one I uploaded. The other one will be the one that gods of YouTube, with its mighty algorithm that currently hates my channel and many other right-wing commentators. And it's called The Chosen One. If you agree with what I'm saying, like what I'm doing, you hit the subscribe button, ding the notification bell. You may or may not get a notification, but there are reasons why, and we'll go into that in a separate video. Like and share. Sharing is always a great way of getting these videos out to people instead of relying on the algorithm. You can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That's, of course, if YouTube doesn't delete the said comments, because I'm not allowed to have comments, apparently, and you're not allowed to have an opinion. Well, not the one, unless it's the one that YouTube approves of. There are ways to support the channel in the links in the description down below. And with that, I'm done. So, until the next one. Oh, by the way, didn't shout in that one. I did swear though, didn't I? I'm trying my best. See you soon.
Spider went up the water spout.